He falls in love in 2 minutes. She says no. Why does Premalu still make him the victim? In Premalu, Sachin is just getting over a heartbreak when he meets Reenu and instantly decides she's the love of his life. It takes him less than 2 minutes. Reenu is clear headed, new job, a plan for her future, marriage, kids, everything mapped out. She's warm, friendly, but she's not in love with him. But in stories like this, that's never the end of it. Sachin mistakes her openness for interest. He starts orbiting in life, reading meaning into every interaction. To him, it's love. To her, it's just friendliness. When he finally confesses while she's helping him edit his CV in a tiny stationery shop, Reenu says no, clean, direct. But even that no isn't allowed to exist, to stand on its own. She adds, I'm sure this isn't the first time you have been rejected. A needless line, one that quietly shifts the moment, making her honesty feel like cruelty. And the film runs with it. Sachin withdraws, he sulks, he avoids her. They sit with his hurt, and just like that, the emotional weight tilts in his favor. And her clarity, it sort of fades into the background. Even his friends circle back to that line, sort of framing her as someone who has hurt him. Because in stories like these, rejection isn't an ending, it's a setup, a way to earn sympathy before persistence pays off. So, despite Reenu knowing what exactly she wants, the narrative slowly bends, making space for the boy who won't give up. It's funny, it's charming, and it's incredibly watchable, which is why it is exactly why this framing matters because it quietly reshapes who we empathize with. On the surface, Premalu feels modern, effortless, real, but underneath it falls back on something familiar, where a woman's no isn't rejection. It's just part of the culture.